Fuck. Oh, it's not
No,
right.
that's a server.
Okay. How do you get a link?
Make sure the server URL is right.
Yeah, sure. 1 second.
Wait. It's green.
Go live.
You're alive.
Okay. Sure. Hello, hello, hello.
Well, you wouldn't hear yourself.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Fuck.
It's there's delay. Wait. It's green.
Nice.
You're alive.
Alright. It's not a big deal. How do I get a link?
Um,
Wait.
Category sports.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Okay, I'll send you all the links.
Alright. And we are.
Did you send me?
live.
No, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put them in Slack. Right? So, Hack the North Slack or TechTanks Slack?
Do TechTanks.
1 minute.
Get in here. So let's get to the stream. Everyone will see how many tabs you have. And that's only one browser instance.
I gotta mute.
Okay, we're live.
Yeah, live. Okay, so we're about ready to start. So for the tank coding challenge, we decided on a bracket system for the final battles. So we had 24 tanks missions. So we decided to divide up everyone into 4 divisions of 6 tanks each, and every time we just fight 6 tanks together. We figure out who are the top 3 at the end by the score, and once that's done, we'll take the top 3 of the first division. We take the top 3 of the second division. We'll put it together, and then we have a new division of 6. We fight again against the division from the winners of division C and D, and after that you just keep on going, you just keep following this algorithm. Yes. And we end up with one final bracket of 6, and that will be the semifinals. You let these bots fight, you end up 3 winners, and that's the finals. You just let these 3 bots fight.
Yeah, so in short,
yes.
Basically we start with 24 bots, and every round we half the number of bots remaining. So the second round there will be 12 bots, the third round there will be 6, and the finals there are only 3 bots. So we can start, we're probably going to start showing you the Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D of the first round. However, we'll get to it in a bit. There was unfortunately one bot that had to be disqualified, so Group D is only 5 bots.
Yeah. Alright, let's get started. Let's look at Group A. Hopefully this works, fingers crossed.
Alright, so HTN Canada here is just shooting all over the place, going along the left edge and then just firing to the right. It doesn't seem like a terrible strategy, but there's a big collision, and bots lose health when they collide, and that I don't think that was too clear unless you've done a lot of simulations. So that might have caught some of these strategies off guard because they tended to collide a lot with others. That was very impressive targeting there by Joey Yang. But TTTT Tank is
the winner.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have in first place HTN TTTT Tank with a total point of 128. Second place of HTN Joey Yang, 119 points. And third place with HTN Tristan Hume, 117 points. So moving on to the next bracket. Now let's play Group B. So yeah, in this game we have 6 other bots, randomly selected of course.
It's getting quite messy on the upper right corner. And the lower right. Dang, these corners are basically just clusters.
Ooh, HTN was something just spinning a circle right there.
Schwarzenegger is taking like a really physical strategy here. Just hit other bots.
The brute force technique.
And HTN NFL seems to be enjoying himself.
Stuck.
Okay, so
once again, we have the classic prevail of the circle bot.
And 2 bots that seem to be content to stay in the corner. So this might take some time. Now the games are guaranteed to end after about 2 minutes if no bots are making progress. Well, after about 2 minutes, even if bots are making progress, which is unlikely, the game will just end and it will be decided based off score. So sometimes you get to a situation where all the bots are extremely defensive or extremely incompetent. No offense to or something, but it seems like it's just the default circle bot. It's not really doing any targeting. It's just going around in a circle and shooting, which could be a good strategy when there are lots of bots around, but it's not a good strategy when the only 2 bots are in the corner.
Well, we can talk a bit about the scoring system. So for each place, depending on how long you survive, you get a base amount of points. Then there's variable deductions, I believe, for every time you get shot, and variable additions to the scores when you shoot something.
In other words, it's good if you shoot other people, and it's bad if you get shot.
In other words, the scoring hasn't changed for the past, Minute or
Wow.
so.
Yeah.
Oh, Josiah Snar is.
Oh, we don't there.
Slowly finding his way to the other corner, and
Oh,
this
whoa.
match might just end here. Will it be a suicide?
Well, I don't
Can't
think
really
this
see
match.
NFL's HP right here, but
Always stuck there in that corner, content to be there.
Yeah, and or something is very content in just aimlessly wandering around in a circle.
what a
Are we
powerful
gonna reach
algorithm.
the Are we gonna reach the time limit?
Yeah, the time limit is coming up very soon.
So this goes on for a while. Oh, the ends. First place we have HTN NFL with 136 points. That's surprising. HTN or something with 109 points. HTN Josiah Snar, sorry if I pronounced it wrong, with 85 points. So those are the top three players in this game, and we will move on to the next bracket as well. So now, let's move on to the Division C. Again, these players are completely randomized and with random starting positions.
So the first thing I noticed is there's a pitch black tank here, and it's not really
Using
doing anything.
unconventional strategies
Yeah, it's just
to achieve
staying there.
victory.
Might be turtling.
It's turning.
I guess that's the definition of turtling.
Oh, wow!
Ooh.
A double explosion.
And he took something by himself too.
Alright, we're down to the last three. Already, that was fast. That was a
Another
really
close one.
fast game.
That was
First- Yeah, first place we'll have HTN Chen Tao Zhu, 145 points. HTN Krish Blanchier, 119 points. And HTN Aaron Wojnarowski with 91 points. Now,
That was a great demonstration of how sometimes if you spawn together, the game might not end cleanly.
yeah, the randomness factor, it doesn't
Randomness
always
factors,
play
yes,
in every
your
player's favor. Next up, we have
Yeah, so this is the group where, unfortunately, one of the bots did not seem to work. So we ended up removing a bot from the group. So
Yeah,
there are only
oops.
5 bots in this group D.
Yeah, so we had to disqualify HTN Jack the Grandmaster. There might be some issue with the code. We weren't able to fix it in time, so we had to disqualify, unfortunately. Yes, TechTanks here. So Division D, let's watch it. A lot of pinking here.
So Austin 7 seems to be doing the best so far, from what I can see. Oh, actually, I don't know what bot is in the corner. Oh, Daniel Ledlow. Some of
Still
these
very
bots
unpredictable.
are hiding in the corner. Oh, Daniel Ledlow
Mm-hmm.
is kind of stuck in a corner and being shot at.
By
West
everybody.
Korea, Best Korea seems to be stuck in a corner as well, except that he's not getting shot at.
Well, that's because Meow seems to be another one of those circle bots.
Mm-hmm.
And here it's actually screwing with the aggro, and it's keeping it away from West Korea, Best Korea.
Yeah, it looks like Austin 7 is not going to succeed here. Oh, but he managed to get a kill.
He does
And we're down to
take
the last two.
someone out. And the circle bot returns.
Yeah, sometimes bots can be stuck in this pattern. This happens when the tank wasn't programmed to take account of the motion of the other adversary. So this could go on for a while.
Especially because the circle bots,
But they are close to the wall, so it's possible that that's going to come to factor or block the movement for a little while. And it might just allow them to land a few more hits and change the tides.
If anything, there's always the time limit that we count on.
the thing with these circle bots that makes them even worse than normal bots in terms of not being able to chase them very easily is that the circle bots are always moving in one direction. They don't really turn back. Other bots have to slow down and turn, right? If you're not going to move in a circle, you're going to have to inevitably go back to where you came from. So there's that time when you stop where, the aggressive bot can get a shot in. But if your bot is just moving in a circle and your aggressive bot isn't predicting the momentum of the circle bot, then you end up getting stuck in a pattern. The circle bot itself doesn't aim, so it's not getting any hits, and the aggressive bot is aiming the wrong place, so it's also not getting any hits.
So just a standoff.
There's a bit of a glitch in the scoring system that circle bots are able to, get so high in the rankings.
I think it has a lot to do with the fact that these bots are really hard to hit for other robots, just because the way they move, as you can see right now.
Yes, they don't stop.
Yeah.
Well, it's mostly because they just follow. It's just this pattern that they move and plays around with the aggro, right?
And
So
moreover,
with
time
all
limit.
the tanks around them.
I believe the time limit is a few minutes, I think 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Anyway, HTN Austin 7, 164 points. HTN Mio, 141 points. And HTN Daniel Lidlow, 47 points.
I mean, this is a good opportunity to point out how the scoring system doesn't take into account that your aggressiveness. Like Austin 7 ended up with less health than Meow, but he got more points because he hit more, basically.
Yeah. Likewise, West Korea died actually
Third last.
Yeah, third last. So in theory it should be third place right now, but it did not make that position because it didn't really hit anybody the whole time. It kind of just stayed in its corner by itself and tried to survive. So yeah, so the scoring system changes things a little bit. Now let's move on to the next one. So we can look at the first AB bracket. So this bracket is the top 3 of bracket A and top 3 of bracket B. Now put them together and see how this turns out.
Oh, the spawning locations heavily on the right side of the screen here.
It's really interesting. Joey Yang tank. This has happened before. Where Joey Yang, it's initially a very effective bot attacking tank, but as soon as it gets really close, it stops shooting. So then it just becomes easy prey. So I think that's a bit of a glitch in an otherwise really good bot. Like, I really haven't seen it miss a lot. It's a very good aim. I think it takes into account the momentum of the other bots, but when it gets too close, it just stops shooting.
That's right, and once again we're down to the last 3. I wonder how long this is going to take this time.
Oh, would you like to highlight that suddenly there Tristan Hume's bot just shot 2 bullets instead of 1? I'm actually very surprised.
Seems to be more going on.
Oh my goodness. Tristan Hume, yeah.
It's pretty an unpredictable shooting pattern there.
I think when it sees that there's an enemy really close, it starts shooting a lot of bullets. But then
maybe too. It could be actually.
I actually don't know why Tristan Hume has selected this particular vertical line. Is that just where he spawned?
He did spawn towards more of the left side, while everyone kind of spawned on the right side for this battle.
It's a good spot. Like,
but no, I think because he kept approaching the opponent in the straight line as well.
He actually dominated the
match. Yeah, 212 points. That's really high. One of the highest I've ever seen. Tristan Hume. Wow. Followed by 99 points with HTN Josiah Snar and HTN or something with 59 points. Alright, so moving up, we have the ZD bracket. So a lot of collisions.
A lot of collisions, a lot of circle bots. Here we see Aaron's and Chris bots moving in parallel.
Another one. It's gone. Okay, down to the last 3 again. Let's see how this turns out.
Yeah, this
when you have similar algorithms,
So when you're at very low health and the other guy's very low health, and meanwhile there's a guy in first place. I guess the bots actually do not know the health of the opponent, though. That's not part of the reflection object. They only know the distance
Yeah.
The
where direction to head into.
direction.
A bunch of
And the name.
Yeah. So 51 points. Sorry.
92 HP remaining.
Yeah, that's very good. HTN Daniel Lidlow.
Clearly
It's
dominating
amazing.
the match.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really dominating here. 99 points, HTN Chris Blanchett. And 69 points, HTN Chen Tao Zhou. Awesome. Alright. So moving up to the semis, I believe, right?
Yep.
Semifinals.
So after we see the finals, we'll also move on to a match where we put all the bots together, and you'll see that that gets really chaotic.
Just for fun.
Well, the semis are more interesting than the previous rounds. There's definitely a lot more action going on. However, a lot of the bots are very defensive. It's an interesting dynamic when two bots lock onto each other and start ignoring all the other bots.
Yeah.
There's always
Oh,
plenty
but-
anyone's benefit there.
But that collision right there just turned everything around.
Yep.
And again, we have Tristan Hume in the same spot as last time, actually. I think maybe slightly to the right.
Slide to right? Maybe. Did he spawn?
Hey, are you still streaming live?
Yes, we are streaming live.
Please.
I'm not actually sure. I forgot to check if he spawned left this time as well, but it does seem that he followed a specific up-down pattern on the left side of the screen.
It feels like a sine wave, you know? It's like a spring going back and forth. It's quite a relaxing motion, actually.
Are any of these circle bots?
HTN or something looks like one.
A circle bout with a different fire rate, I believe.
Yeah.
Surprising he's doing that well.
Chen Tao Zhou is mostly moving in a circle too, but he's like targeting.
It's different. Works
Yeah.
slightly differently.
Oh,
And
and that spring motion just failed him right there.
Okay, so that was the semis.
the semifinals, we have the top three winners. HTN Chen Tao Zhou, 164 points. HTN Tristan Hume, 190 points. HTN or something, 98 points. Now moving on to the last thing, we'll kind of look at the finals.
So the finals are only 3 bots. That's a change from all the other rounds. So in this case, being more aggressive could be more of a benefit because just shooting randomly doesn't help us
Yes,
much.
a change in pattern from Tristan Hume's spot, actually. No longer moving. Just focusing entirely on sniping.
I'm actually curious, like why he's no longer moving.
Like some sort of like behavior depending on how many bots are in the game.
Or some sort of edge case?
Could be.
Maybe he hasn't seen a bot yet.
It's a bot that's very hard to predict.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
First the fire rate and now the movement as well.
Well, I mean, when you have 2 bots that like to go in a circle chasing after each other, it gets somewhat repetitive. But in this case, we have a spectator that's shooting at both of them. Or rather, I think he's only shooting at Chen Tao Zhou.
It's like on target.
It seemed like he's locked on Chen Tao Zhou.
Yeah, unfortunately, this means Chen Tao Zhou is, you know, in.
In a bad position here.
He's being shot at by 2, technically.
Except, or something is not necessarily a very good shot. But or something, you can see it's a very effective bot, even though it's so simple. Sometimes simplicity is actually very crucial in developing a bot that can avoid, because it can evade most strategies very well.
Alright, we're down to the last 2. The finalists.
And the bot is back to its...
It seems to me once Tristan Hume starts moving, it never stops. But like,
Interesting, yeah.
it only starts moving in certain situations. It'll be interesting what the ideas behind the authors of the bots were. So if you were interested, if you want to share your ideas, you can post them onto the Slack.
So yeah, not a super explosive final here. Bit tame.
Well, Tristan Hume has a very big advantage. He's
Barely scratched.
Barely scratched. He got hit once, actually.
And let's be honest, or something is not targeting him. So he has.
Oh, twice now.
Oh wow.
Twice, as I say once. Maybe that's the key to beating this bot. No pain of it. He just rolls into it.
Or something is an extremely good evader though. Like there's Tristan Hume is not
Oh,
hitting it.
Time limit again. So you have Tristan Hume the winner.
So congratulations, Tristan Hume.
You win really cool things.
Really
Come
cool.
find us. Second floor, E5 atrium, and we'll have something really cool to give you. And also, as a surprise, everyone else who participated in this competition gets something cool as well. So once again, come find us.
So next
on
we'll
the second
show
floor.
Ruby though.
next we'll show the all bots game. So
Yeah.
that would be 23 bots. Unfortunately, Jax, the Grandmaster, I think, was
Cannot
not able
make
to
it again.
participate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is something really amazing. It doesn't really count. There's no prizes for winning this one, but it's just really just a fun game where we play all 24 bots. 23?
23.
23 bots all
That's
together
very
at the same time. It's very chaotic. And like for the first few moments, you just don't know what's going on at all.
Very chaotic.
Yeah, you have just everybody getting on each other.
You know, the most apt bot name I think is Schwarzenegger, whose strategy seems to be hit other bots too. Unfortunately, it's not very good
In
for
this
self-preservation.
setting, it might not be.
Ramming bots.
Right. The Alec Fournette, surprisingly, doing very well, dodging bullets here and there.
Well, dodging, if you want to call it that. You know,
It's pure outplay. But unfortunately, he seems to be locked on,
By someone.
and his dodging mechanics.
yeah, unfortunately, the strategy of stay in the same spot only works until someone targets you. The tank has retreated to his corner. It's always a top right for him. That happens 3 times, actually, I think.
And game's
that's it.
over.
Oh,
So-
congratulations to the tank.
Tank.
In the All-Star game, we have the tank winner.
It's interesting, the winner of the whole thing, Tristan Hume, placed pretty close to the bottom in the all game. So it just goes to show there's quite a bit of randomness and luck.
Especially
Yeah.
since there's collision damage as well, and
Right.
with spawning so many bots at the same time.
Especially in such a small map with so many tanks, it's really easy to just get stuck with other tanks and just lose a lot of HP through collision. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this game. We certainly did. If you guys participated, just come find us in Atrium in a few minutes. We'll be there to give you guys really cool swag. And Tristan, come find us too. We have something cool to give you as well. Alright, so any comments, guys? Or thank you all
Those
for
were
watching.
all your bots.
Yeah,
Thank you all for watching.
have a good time. Well, happy
Alright.
hacking.